I've been in the road for the last few months doing all these AI roadshows, and we go region by region, country by country, meeting all the companies. And I think it's very important to do this because we really notice how companies value this. They get together, they meet their peers, we develop this sense of community. It's just great to see how everybody is evolving with AI and how everybody is sharing their secrets and their tricks and their methods. Today in particular, I'm very excited about this event because the companies in the Baltics and in Poland, they are by far some of the most advanced AI companies that we have in Everfield. So there's been a lot of preparation for this event, and I see everybody's so eager. So this is not going to be a session where we talk about basic stuff. This is going to be a full day, very advanced AI at the highest level when it comes to software engineering.
Sprints already gone in our company, so then AI arrived. We thought that we don't need to plan in sprints because you can do so much in one day, for example, that before you were doing the whole week. So that planning process, it's not necessary now for the week. So we just go task by task, project by project. Now I would say we can trust 100%, but we should be in the loop. The quality of the code is really amazing, but the problem in most cases that you still have that knowledge, which AI don't have about the project, about how your customer is using your product. So you still have to double check if it will really fit. Like implementation is okay, but how it works in the whole product is the questionable thing. I would just, I don't know. I would just leave my job. I'm the developer for 20 years already. Now I'm enjoying it again. After all those years, I enjoy it because I can deliver things. I can be a creator, not the developer only, but the creator. I can do things wherever I want. So yeah, that's amazing.
Before I was using ChatGPT as my daily runner. I was just prompting questions, copy-pasting the codes in the system. I remember when we got the first day interview from Everfield, like about the AI adoption, I think I lied on it because I was afraid that the fact that I'm copy-pasting code from the AI will be judged against me. Like I will put AGroup in a bad position. I think generally I replied with a bit of honesty there that I use it. I think I didn't say daily, but like occasionally. But after I switched to Claude, it was just night and day, honestly. It can just do stuff. You tell it the end result, and it connects all the dots in between. Sometimes I think of an idea and you immediately decline it with the thought that, oh, it's too heavy, it's too hard. But then you see people actually do it, you meet them, you talk about it, and then you understand that this is just the only fear in your mind was stopping you or blocking you from doing stuff that you wanted to do this whole time.
I was writing wonderful ideas, and especially I'm interested in chatbot because we tried it last year and failed heavily. And we failed due to it was unable to read the context what we tried to fit. Instead of like answering, I couldn't find the answer or something, it started to hallucinate. So that's why I had this question to the colleague, like, did you face it? How you deal with it? Because it was what we faced. However, despite this not so good ending, when we did measurements about efficiency, it showed that approximately 53% efficiency increased when you use even such bit hallucinating AI tool. So for me, this bringing back this idea, especially to win it over after a failure, I think it will be the thing that will be top priority.
Poof, what a day that was. So we had a very full session. Everybody was talking, doing their presentations, showing their code, showing how they interact with AI. And it's amazing to see because it's when you work from your home or from the office, you don't really understand the extent of like all these people getting together and working on solving these very difficult problems. And now I see it. Software engineering used to be something complicated, like difficult, brain-cracking problems that will keep developers working through the night, trying to find the bug, trying to find the issue with the big code base. And now we see today on the session like how people have been able to make their lives easier, to delegate the boring part of software engineering to AI agents, and how we are now being able to focus on our customers, being able to deliver more value to them. And everybody got their creative juices flowing because we are no longer bounded by the boring part of software engineering. Everybody is an inventor. Everybody is pushing the limits of what's possible. When people come to me with we just don't have time for this. Like, we are busy. We have, migrations to do. We have customers asking for features. We are trying to meet regulation changes and compliance checks and certifications. It's just so much going on that we don't have time for AI. We're gonna look into that later in the year. And I'm telling them, no. You should place the right focus on it right now, because whatever you do in enabling your team to use AI right now, it's gonna help your future self to become not only more productive, but to have teams that are happier, that like to work with it, that are able to go through all the backlogs and do all those things that there was never time for. So what I see in the session today is that those companies that have been struggling with adoption or being a bit defensive at first, now they come back and say, oh, it's so good that we actually did this. We are so happy that we were able to pull this off, and actually it's helping us on our day-to-day in running our businesses. So that's something that is absolutely amazing to see.